So take a nice deep breath in, lovely deep breath out. Take a moment to bring yourself into the present moment. And as you're breathing, just notice how deeply you can breathe. And sometimes we might notice the breath feeling kind of short or shallow. So if your breath feels short or shallow, don't do anything to force it to get deeper too quickly. Sometimes that can be uncomfortable. So just allow yourself to settle into that breath and just let the breath flow in and out. Let it find its own rhythm, its own pace. If you need to breathe out through the mouth with a big sigh, you can let it go that way. If you can breathe out through your nose and begin to pull your belly in, kind of squeeze that breath out a little more consciously, see what happens if you participate a little bit more in that exhale. And then just allow the inhale to be passive, inhaling, breathing in, creating space. If that seemed to work well for you, you can exhale again and squeeze a little bit more, release that breath out completely. Then inhale and just allow your belly to expand like you're blowing into a balloon. And then again, exhale, engaging the core a little bit more. Just squeeze that breath out and just inhale when you're ready at your own time. And exhale when you're ready. Squeeze that breath out completely, activating the core a little bit more. And on this inhale, see if you can breathe into your belly and maybe even expand into your rib cage, like you're blowing into a balloon, getting bigger. Breathe out whenever you're ready. You don't have to breathe out when I say breathe out. Just find your own rhythm, create your own pace. And maybe this time as you inhale, expand into your belly, expand a little more into your ribs, expand a little more into your chest, maybe your shoulders, back of your neck. And breathe out through your nose and consciously squeeze that breath out so that your inhales and your exhales become a little less passive and a little bit more engaged, a little more conscious. Allowing the muscles of the core to engage, even if you can't feel it all, just bringing your attention to that area of your body will help your body use those muscles. You can do that again. Inhale, expand, expand, expand. Maybe this time at the top of your breath, just pause for a moment. And breathe out whenever you're ready. Squeeze that breath out. And now just allow your breath to become passive again. So a little less conscious engagement, a little more awareness and observation. And just notice if your breathing feels a little more deep, more comfortable, maybe more space. And then take a moment here in the space to connect to your intention for your practice, remembering to honor and listen to your body and meet yourself where you are today. And the next time you breathe in, give everything a squeeze, maybe tense and tighten your hands and your arms and your shoulders and your face. Breathe out through your nose if you can. Soften all of that tension. Let it go. And do that again. Inhale when you're ready. Tense and squeeze. Breathe out when you're ready. Release and let go. And just do that one more time with me. Inhale, tense, squeeze, tighten. And through your nose, exhale, release that tension and let it go. Good. This time on your inhale, just let your hands rise upward. Doesn't have to be all the way above your head. It can be, doesn't have to be. And on your exhale, release your hands back down. It could be one side only. Inhale and exhale. And again, inhale, one arm or both arms, and exhale. One more time at your own pace. Inhale and exhale. And now just one shoulder, one arm, lift and lower, circle that shoulder around any direction. Good. On your next inhale, squeeze just that hand and arm and shoulder, lift it up into your ear. Make it nice and strong and tight. And on your exhale, release and let go. If the other side is available to you, move to the other side or repeat the same side. Just circling, lifting, lowering. The elbow can just be soft. And then when you're ready, inhale, tense and squeeze that hand into a fist, lift the shoulder into your ear. Breathe out, release, and let go. All right, take your hands to the tops of your legs. And this time, as you inhale, let your eyes and nose look upward. And as you exhale, just allow your eyes and nose to look down. And again, inhale, eyes and nose look up. And exhale down. And one more time, just find your flow, your rhythm with your breath. On your exhale, looking down. This time, as you inhale, slide your elbows back, lift your heart, lift your eyes. And as you exhale, slide your fingers forward, looking down. So just a little more range of motion within your own comfortable range. Elbows and fingers slide back. And exhale, fingers slide forward. And if that feels good, maybe one more time in each direction. And exhale. Good. Now return to a neutral spine. And this time, just lean a little bit forward and then come back to center and lean a little bit back. And then try that again. If leaning forward isn't available to you, lean back instead. Same thing, if only leaning forward is an option for you, but not back, then lean forward. And it doesn't have to be a lot, right? So you're looking for just how far forward can you go and how far back can you go? And then just try that one more time. Good. And now return to center. Pull your elbows in, let your palms face upward, and just open your palms out and bring them back to center. So just a little movement, really, of just the upper arm and shoulder, opening and closing of the hands. Can be one side only, right? Or both sides at the same time. Or just moving slowly here. Right now, you're just exploring the movement, exploring your range of motion. Maybe turn the palms to face in, maybe spread the fingers wide, almost like you have rubber bands linked to your fingers. You're pulling them apart, stretching away. Good. All right. Now let's do a little bit of skiing and let both arms or one arm move forward and back. And maybe your body leans forward and leans back, or maybe you stay a little more at center, right? So before we were leaning forward and back, now you can take the arms along with you, moving within your own range of motion. So we're skiing or we're rowing. Good. All right, now you can continue to move in the same way or go opposite directions. like a running motion. Okay. So, whichever you choose to do here, continue to go for about 20 more seconds. So, either running opposite sides or same, move in each direction, one side only. Okay. We've got about 10 more seconds. It's an option for some of you to lift and lower the feet or the knees. You can add that in as well. All right, now let's add some punching to this. So punching to the front, just stretching that arm out a little bit more. If crossing like this doesn't feel good to your back or your shoulders, then both hands at the same time or one hand only, right? That way there's less twisting and you stay a little more stable. Okay, so now come back to your running or your skiing. Okay, running or skiing. Right, and you can lean forward and lean back if that is an option for you, or leaning only in one direction. Good. We've got about 5 more seconds. All right, let's turn the palms to face up. It's like you've got some balls, and we're going to juggle these balls all around, keeping it moving. Yes, palms up. Now consider what you might be juggling today. So maybe they're bowling balls, right? So it might take a little bit longer for them to land. Or maybe they're really light. They're, I don't know, ping pong balls, right? Maybe one's a ping pong ball and one's a bowling ball. So kind of visualize, play with how heavy would it be? What would the size be? How would we need to accommodate the size, right? How high can you toss it up? And let your body just kind of lean into it. So maybe you're leaning forward and back. Maybe you're leaning a little bit to each side. All right. Okay, we are done juggling. Let's come to center and climb the rope. Okay, so hand over hand or one hand pulling down, reaching up and pulling, right? It's not an option to squeeze the hands into a fist. That's okay. You don't have to squeeze them. It's more like claw hands, like bear paws. It's an option for you to lift and lower the knees. You can add that in at any time it seems right to you. Okay, good. We've got about 20 more seconds. Mm. Check in with your breath. So we did all that breathing practice for a reason. We want to keep that breath moving as we move through our practice today. All right, two more. Last one. Okay. Let's keep the arms down by the sides for a moment and just reach towards the ground and stay on one side. Just reach towards the floor, then come back to center. Good. All right. Now you can either stay on the same side or move to the other side. You're just reaching towards the ground. Keep your breath nice and steady. And it looks like we're all in a boat together. Maybe we're on a cruise. Wouldn't that be nice? All right. Nope, we're going to row that boat. So let's row either across the body or in front of the body. Okay, so rowing is kind of like skiing, but instead of kind of, jamming it down towards the ground, we've got some water on either side and we're rowing forward and back or kind of across the body in a figure eight kind of movement. One side only, one hand only, one arm only can do the same thing. Okay, so just find your rhythm, find your pace, find your flow. We've got about 20 more seconds, and all of this is just our warm up. We'll be coming back to these exercises with a little bit more intensity. But first, we'll take a moment to build some strength, lift some weights. So we've got about 8 more seconds. And 2 and 1. All right, so little transition. Have a sip of water, something to drink if you like. And then if you are using weights, you can go ahead and grab your weights when you're ready. Okay, and so sometimes we'll demonstrate with one arm or one side, sometimes both sides. It's always up to you to pick what works for you. Okay, so just keep that in mind as we move together today. So come to your ready position. If you have weights, turn your palms to face up, elbows in, and just open and close. So we did this in our warm up. Now we've added some resistance, some weight to it, and just opening and closing. I'm going to start sending y'all some sunshine and rainbows here in a moment. Everything's going to start reflecting. Might have to close that curtain. Good. And we're not trying to go for speed here. So this is not about intensity. This is control, building stability. You can turn your palms to face in. You can open and close here. This is where your breath can really come in, helping to keep you stable, keep you centered, keep you grounded, keep you energetic and oxygenated. Good. Last one. Now keep your elbows bent, lift and lower, one arm or both arms, up and down, out to the side. So the elbow is staying bent. You lift and lower the elbow just in line with your shoulder. Good. Can add a little squeeze, squeezing the arm into your body like you're giving it a hug. Good. We're halfway there already. So each of these exercises we get about a minute. Now, if you'd like to increase the intensity, you can straighten the arms out. You'll notice that it gets heavier. 3 pounds suddenly feels like 20. Even if you choose to do that, you can come back to bent elbows at any time. You can also rest at any time. Last one. Good. All right, straight arms. Turn your palms to face towards me. Lift and lower. Either one arm or both arms. Now, this is not a bicep curl. The arm is pretty straight. There's a little bit of a curve in that elbow. And it's like an offering. You're just lifting, raising the arm from the shoulder. Good. It can be both arms or one side only. And we're halfway there already. So a lot of these you might notice fatigue quickly, and that's okay. You don't have to always push yourself through that fatigue. The fatigue. Fatigue is a response to building strength, right? So we want to honor that, take a break when we need to, then come back again and rebuild. Okay, now I have bicep curls. Turn the palms to face in, and then lift and lower by turning the palm up as you lift and rotate the palm back towards the center as you lower. So this time we're moving from the elbow, only the upper arm bone stays close to the body. Not a lot of movement there. Can be one side or both sides. We're halfway there. Boy, at the time change, the sun is in a completely different position than it usually is at this time of day. Good. I've got 15 seconds to go. You might be feeling it now in those biceps a little more. Last one. All right, now we have some tricep options. You can press yourself down into your seat, like you're picking yourself up out of your chair. You can also lift one arm or both arms up above your head, hands up above your head, and bend and straighten there. And also take an arm back behind you and press that weight behind you. Okay, so these are all just some variations and options that you can choose. Target those triceps at the back of the upper arm. All right, we're about halfway there. Also, if you are close enough to the back of your seat, you can press your elbows straight back into your chair. It's a little press and release, isometric pressure here. Good. So we've got 10 more seconds. Keep doing what is working for you. Good. Last one. Excellent. Okay, that was round one. We have a quick break. Just going to back my chair up a little bit. Actually, I guess I should come forward, try to get out of that sunshine. All right, so round two. Coming back to our first position, elbows in, palms facing up, and we'll open and close. Good. Nice smooth motion here. It's not really fast. Move at your own pace. When you are working with weights, moving slower makes it harder. So sometimes we start to speed up. So if you notice yourself going faster, see what happens if you slow down. All right, we're halfway through. You can rotate your palms in if you want to. This gets the muscles around the shoulder blades, the back of the body. Helps to stabilize the arm and improve rotation. Good. Two more. Last one. Okay, now we have the lateral deltoids, lateral raises. Lift and lower the elbow up and down. Remember, if you want to challenge yourself a little more, it can be a straight arm. All right, we are halfway through. Keep moving. Listen to your body. Stay connected to your breath. And when you exhale, remember to exhale just a little more consciously, engaging the muscles of the core, squeezing that breath out, creating more space for the inhale, more space for energy. Good. Last one. Great. All right, arms down, straight arms, palms face up, lift and lower. One side or both. Palms stay facing up the whole time. Again, remember, if there is another exercise that works better for you, it is okay to do what works best. So listen to your body. I've got 30 more seconds. We're halfway there. You're doing great. Getting stronger with every rep. Ooh, got 3 more seconds. Last one. Excellent. All right, this time got some hammer curls. So with hammer curls, it's just a variation of a bicep curl. This time the palm does not turn or rotate. So the palm is facing in as you bend the elbow and straighten the elbow. Good. Just flexion and extension at the elbow joint, keeping the upper arm nice and steady. All right, we're halfway there. Good. Almost there. 3 more seconds. 2. Last one. Excellent. Okay, so pick your triceps exercise that work best for you. I'll kind of do a little bit of all of them. So lifting and lowering above the head, keeping the upper arm bone pretty stationary. Make sure you have a really good grip on that weight. You can also take that arm back behind you and press that weight back behind you. Okay, and we are halfway there. The other variations are pushing yourself up out of your chair. It's a nice one for core strength as well. Or pushing your elbows back into your seat. Good. We've got about 5 more seconds to go. Last one. Awesome. Quick little break. Round 2 is done. Good time to stretch. Good time to check in. Have a sip if you need something to hydrate with. All right. Let's return to our ready position when you are ready. Elbows in, palms up, rotator cuff right here, opening and closing. And palms face up. Good. Palms face in. Good. All right. Now we have our lateral raises, lift and lower. Stay connected to your breath. Deep breath in, deep breath out. When we are on repeat, like we're repeating these exercises, it's easy for the mind to kind of float away. You might start thinking about other things. And if you notice that, just be like, oh, there I go. Come on back. Notice what you feel in your body. What are you doing here? Lifting and lowering the arms. Good. We're just a little bit halfway through. Got about 25 seconds to go. Right. So the more you can stay aware of what you're doing and where you are in space, the more you can move with intention to build strength. Good. Let's do last one. Okay. So arms down, palms facing forward. Lift and lower, one arm or both. Like a little scoop with that elbow, palm facing up. Good. We are halfway there. Keep moving at your pace. Two more. Last one. Excellent. All right. So, how about biceps? A new variation. Palms facing out. Bend and stretch at the elbow. Now, this is just a variation. If this one isn't your favorite, if this one doesn't work out well for you, turn your palms to face in. You can come back to this one. This is the hammer curl. You can come back to the traditional bicep that's rotating, or variation 3, palms facing out. We're halfway there. All these variations, your body just experiences this movement in kind of a new and different way, helping to really build that resilience in the muscle and in the nervous system. Good. Last one. All right, triceps. So, triceps of choice. Lifting and lowering above the head or reaching the hands back behind you or pressing yourself up and out of your seat. Halfway there. Good. We've got about 15 more seconds. Check in with your breath. You're almost there. 2 more. Last one. Excellent. All right, you are done with your weights. So you can put those off to the side. All right, and have a sip of water if you need it. Check yourself, see if you need anything for our next phase. Our next phase is our high intensity interval training. So here we're going to start to get moving again. So just like in our warm up, you can run, you can ski, feet or no knees lifting and lowering, right? So moving in your way, any variation will do, right? You can also lean. So all of these are options to increase the intensity in ways that work for you. Okay, so skiing or running, lifting or lowering, leaning or not leaning. Okay, so keep it going for 5 more seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Okay, so in the beginning, I kind of show you all the variations, and then it's up to you to just kind of go with that flow and pick what you enjoy. So we have a little break here, just 3 more seconds. Our next exercise is right here. We're going to reach up and reach down, reach up, reach down. So in between the reaches, you're just touching the tops of your legs like a little tap. Reach up, reach down, tapping in the middle. One side or both sides. Good. We've got 10 more seconds. Keep it moving. Good. Last one. Take a moment to rest. So in between, we take these little rests. Now, during that rest, you can stretch, have a sip of water, check in with yourself. If you want to keep it moving, that's fine too. For this particular high intensity or interval training, the ticket is that interval, right? So we're raising the intensity and then we're lowering the intensity. Okay, so we are going to play the drums. So palms face down. Let's play those drums. Palms down. And you got drums everywhere today. So we're playing all of those drums as loud as we can. This might require some movement, a little bit of leaning in the upper body. So just leaning in ways and directions that are available to you, developing that resilience, tapping into your core. Good. Proprioception, balance. Good. 3 more seconds. 2, 1. All right. We've got about 15 seconds to rest. So just quick little check in. Okay. Next up, let's chop some wood. So either across the body or directly up and down. So if twisting doesn't feel good in your body, then go up and down. If the cross motion is okay for you, Then try going across. Okay. Shoulder to hip or up and down. Now, if you're going across like me, that's an option to switch sides. Switch sides. If you're going up and down, just keep going up and down. Good. You can use your exhale on that chop. We've got 3 more. Last one. Good. All right, little rest. Not long. Check in. Nice deep breath. We've got about 8 more seconds. And then get ready to catch some flies, which is not always, you know, the most fun thing to be catching, so we can make it up. The exercise is called catching flies, but we can be catching, Hershey kisses falling from the sky, and catching all of our wishes and desires and bringing them home to us, and catching those $100 bills and raking in all that cash, all that lottery money. Good. Maybe it's seeds for your garden, flower seeds for spring. All right, that is it. Let's take a moment to rest, breathe. Deep breath in. That's a good time to use that breath. Deep breath out, accessing the core. Squeeze that breath out. Okay, next up, a little punching here at the center. So some speed punches. It's like you are circling the fist. Each of the fists are circling each other. Circling right here at the center. Elbows stay lifted as you can. It's okay if they're here, right? Now then, maybe adding in some movement of the body as well. Maybe leaning back and staying back. Maybe shifting forward and back. Good. Keep it going your way. 3 more seconds. Last one. And rest. Good. All right. So next up we'll be climbing the rope. So get ready. Take your hands to the center. You can get a little head start here. And here we go. Climbing up. We're going to climb up to the top today. Pulling down. The hands can stay in kind of that bear claw position. Or if it's an option to add a little squeeze as you pull, you can squeeze and release. And 10 more seconds. Last one. All right. Take a little break. Shake it off. Okay. So notice how deeply you can breathe. Pull your elbows in. And next up, crisscross and pull. Crisscross, pull. You can go faster. Start to speed up, increasing the intensity. The hands can just stay open. If you'd like to add a little squeeze, you can squeeze the fists back. Right? Crisscross pull. You can crisscross on one side, crisscross. You can also leave out the crisscross, reach and pull. These are all options. All very similar. Good. 3 more. 2, 1, and rest. All right. Quick little rest here. Well done. So you might notice your heart rate is speeding up a little bit. All right, this time, punch up, punch forward. So it's an up punch and a forward punch. And as you punch up, the elbow can stay bent. So we're not trying to punch high, just pushing up through those fists and arms, elbows. Now, if one position is better for you than another, do what feels right for you. Yep. Got about 5 more seconds. Last one. Good job. All right. So, quick break, a little check in, something to sip on if you choose. Y'all are looking great. How you feeling? Doing okay? Thumbs up if we're doing all right. Awesome. Okay. Let's play those drums. Here we go. Celebrate how awesome we are by beating on those drums, making a little noise, have a little fun. Good. And just shifting all around. Don't think about where to go or what to do. Just let your body move. Follow along. Your eyes can even go where your hands go so that you're seeing where you are, staying present in the moment. Yep. Now maybe we get a little crazy and we have drums in front of us or drums above us. Right? We've got 3 more seconds. 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right. Check in. Drums everywhere today. Okay, let's come up to our reach up and reach down. So up and down. You're just reaching to your highest high, reaching down to your lowest low. Tap the legs in between. Building stamina, resilience, and core strength here. Good. We've got 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right, shake it out. A little sip if you need to. Okay, let's row that boat. Row it however you like. So across the body, figure 8, or in front of the body. Okay. And you can increase that intensity by speeding it up or by leaning. So just kind of play with ways that you can add some variety, some intensity. 10 more seconds. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Okay, so next up, shake it off. Come back to our speed punches, lifting the elbows up, hands to fists in front of the heart, and stir it up. Now, you don't have to squeeze those hands tightly, and it's okay if fingers don't want to curl in. And it's also okay if the hands are even just fully open right here. So it does become more like a stirring motion, or you can imagine that you're punching that bag, right? So keeping those elbows lifted, maybe adding in a bit of a lean of the torso. You can lean and hold, or you can move, leaning forward, leaning back. Good. We've got 3 more seconds. 2, 1, and rest. All right. Okay, so next up, let's go back to chopping. So either chopping up and down or chopping across. You decide what is best. Good. If you're going across, let's switch it. If you're going up and down, just keep doing what you're doing. Good. 3 more seconds. Last one. Awesome. Okay. Check in. Little break, little stretch, and then get ready. We're going to start some catching again. So, whatever it is you want to catch this time, we're going to pull it all in, catching that magic, drawing it in towards us. Good. Scooping it, pulling it in, or a little squeeze and release. And then your low, your high, shifting from one side to the other side, all around you. Keep it moving. Add some variety. Get curious about what you can do. 3 more seconds. 2, 1, and rest. All right. Deep breaths. Shake it off. All right. Coming down the home stretch. We're really close now, y'all. We're going to row the boat again. So here we go. Rowing in your way, your tempo, your speed. Adding intensity any way that you like. Leaning backward and holding, or going faster, or adding some variety. Getting a little bit wild with how you choose to row that boat. Good. 15 more seconds. Keep it going. All kinds of ways to keep it rowing. Good. 3 more seconds. Last one. All right. I think we rowed a little bit longer on that one. Okay. So, quick little check in. Have a sip of water. Let go of what you can let go of. Take a breath. And let's come back to climbing that rope. Climbing, climbing. We're going to go for speed, go for intensity. Good, y'all. Pulling down, doing something different, something new here in the place of climbing the rope. It's also always acceptable. Just keep moving. Good. 10 more seconds. Y'all look great. We're getting there. Climb into the top. 3 more seconds. All right. A little break here. Okay. So, it's our last round. On this last round, we'll go for a whole minute. Okay. So, starting with some running. We're going to go just about 10 seconds of a new exercise. So every 10 seconds, we'll try something different. Okay, so running, running, running. Good. Now let's chop some wood right here in the center. All right, let's catch some flies. Let's play the drums. Good. Reach up, reach down. All right, and row the boat. I'm going to row it on home. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right. So check in now. See if you can take a nice deep breath in, fill the belly, fill the ribs, fill the chest, and then deep breath out. Let that breath go. Maybe this time as you inhale, give everything a good squeeze as you breathe in. And exhale, let it go. And then maybe lift and lower the shoulders or roll the shoulders around. Good. And then maybe cross one arm over the chest and other hand can just come to rest on the back of that arm somewhere. Just gently drawing it in towards you. Stretch out the back of the arm and the shoulder. You can do that on the other side. And then bring your hands into just a light fist. You don't have to squeeze hard. And just circle the wrists here. Good. And then place your hands on top of your legs. And as you inhale, looking up, eyes and nose, elbows slide back. And as you exhale, slide your fingers towards your knees. And again, eyes, heart, look up, elbows slide back. And exhale. And do that one more time. Inhale and exhale. And return to a neutral position. And then if there's any other kind of stretch that you enjoy that we have not done, just take a moment to do it. Feels good to you. If you feel satisfied and you would like to just take a moment to rest and breathe, you can just find a neutral position. If you are stretching, you can join us whenever you're ready. And take a moment just to settle into your breath. Return to the stillness. Just allow your thoughts to come and go. Acknowledging the effects of this practice on your body, your heart, your mind, your spirit. With a deep breath out, leave anything behind that you don't want to carry back into your day with you. And when you feel ready, take another deep breath, open your eyes, and return to your day feeling refreshed, energized. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thanks, y'all.